Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at a very toxic team for the current Spring Cup with a fantastic strategy behind it. We are in very high elo ranges right now as well. We are battling against players that I know for sure. And so we're going to have some tough battles here today. But this team is fun, and this is all that really matters. We're going to have a very interesting team here. We're going to have a team with the Clefki in the lead, the Say swap of Empoleon, not really a Say swap, we're going to talk about it later. And we're going to have the Cacturne in the back. Cacturne is ranked 100 and something in this meta. And the main reason why I want to try it out is because I want to run a toxic team. I had some attempts prior that didn't work out that well, that dropped me a bit of elo before I regained everything and a bit extra with this team here specifically. Because I want to have it even more toxic, I want to try to use Calming in the lead. Calming isn't really great in this current meta, even though I actually think against the Pokemon that I encountered with this team, Calming would have not been that bad. Because, we encountered quite a lot of Togekiss in the lead, which would be of course fantastic for the Calming. But generally speaking, this team is kind of fun. This team is kind of toxic, and I am all for that one because I kind of want to just win some battles fast. But yeah, today we have a lot of battles here as well. Today I did do 4 sets with this team, I think. I went generally very positive with it. You see most of the battles here. I think we have like 3-4 sets in here. I don't know. So, let's talk a little bit about how you want to play the team. If you want to play it for yourself, the thing is here. Oh, by the way, look at this. Do they know? They do know. Okay, sadly, they do know. That's going to be a bit more annoying. But basically, what you want to do is you want to utilize your lead as good as possible. Your lead is what makes this team. Clefki is what makes this team. If you don't have Clefki, you have the alternative options of going for Mawile. That's basically it. That's only really Mawile that can do the same. Same support for the team. But basically Clefki is here to try to align yourself correctly. In this case, I don't have alignment, but I have a 2-shield Cacturne. Cacturne is great if you have it perfectly aligned, and especially with the current rise of Amoonguss in the meta, Cacturne is even stronger. There's a ton of Astonish users in the current meta, which makes Cacturne so fantastic. There are a ton of Jellicents in the meta, which makes Cacturne so fantastic. And so we see here, for example, one of the games where, again, we can close out the game with Cacturne in the end because we were able to utilize our other Pokemon to get ourselves a shield advantage, and then we just can farm down and knock out things. But yeah, basically, what you want to do is you want to utilize your lead in order to try to align yourself if possible. If not possible, you want to at least have an advantage. That is basically how this is going. Here, in this case, we're going to go for a bait. I usually go for baits here. You can go for the Flash Cannon if you try to knock them out straight away, but you're going to get the shield here anyway, and I can let this move go, because what I'm going to be able to do now is I can go for the full farm down with my Empoleon. And yes, I am fully aware that I'm going to be forced to use another shield here, but at the end of the day, it's all about trying to get an advantage. And in this case, we get a ton of energy advantage. In comes the opponent's Empoleon. Make a bit of a mistake here. Sure, maybe not start out straight away because now we are not going to be able to knock them out in time. We can still go for the charge move here in order to get them super low, but we have to hope there's something in the back that can get knocked out by our Empoleon. But what we have here is 2 Pokemon in farm range for Empoleon. Togekiss and the opponent's Empoleon. So we're going to get a ton of energy here even still. We're up at 2 charge moves on our Empoleon, and in the back it's going to be Ferrothorn. Can we knock them out in 3 drill packs? This is the question. If we are Shadow, absolutely, but like this, I'm not too sure. But also, do they have Power Whip or do they have Thunder? Like, if they have Thunder and Power Whip, of course, or if they have Power Whip and the Flash Cannon, it's quite a bit different. But they survive with a 1 HP in a Dream. I would have been able to farm down with like 1 more fast move if they need more. They have Thunder, and it's just a super unfortunate matchup. We played it actually really well, but just didn't work out at the end. And that's fine. Like, honestly, I did feel like I played quite well with this team. Here, I go straight for the move. Why do I do this? I just want to apply pressure immediately. Seeking is actually very tough for this team to deal with because you have a weakness against this Pokemon with all 3 of your Pokemon. You have a weakness against Drillrun with 2 of them, and then you're going to have the Cacturne, which is going to be weak to Peck plus Icy Wind. So, like, you're not going to be in a very good position. Here, in comes Clefki. That's why we have the non-Shadow Empoleon, but also just generally Empoleon on the team. It's very good against the current Astonish users, just because you are going to do some more nice stab damage, while the opponents are usually just relying on neutral damage that's not stab with foul play, as well as the Astonish. And here we get them low, and we get them to the position again where we kind of want them to have. Like, we kind of want that I hope that they don't have like something like a Togekiss in the back, they have a Amoonguss in the back, they forfeit immediately, and we win the battle. This is the thing as well, this team is insanely fast. Like, this team is insanely fast. It's not simple to use all the time. I wouldn't say it's a simple to use team. That would be definitely not the case, because you have to kind of play it, I don't know, more like an ABA team, if you know what I mean with that. What I mean with that is kind of you want to play out the lead matchup if possible. Lead matchup is something that is kind of similar to what the back matchup is. For example, here, Cacturne is weak to, yeah, Pokemon like the Gourgeist, Pokemon like the Klefki. You can play it out with your lead and you want to play it out, but generally speaking, you have like the core in the back that you kind of want to try to highlight, and then you're just going to have your lead that tries to align itself. That's basically on how this works. But here, we're going to have 2 foul plays against the opponents. Jellicent, I'm forced to use a shield here, of course, because I will need to get another charge move off. I want to get some more fast move damage in against them as well first. Now foul play comes in. Do I swap out here afterwards or not? This is the question. I decided to swap out straight away. I can take a hit, but the issue is they can take a hit as well. And so the drill pick is absolutely never going to be enough to knock them out. The Shadow Ball is coming in. We have the drill pick coming through. And they waited a turn there and they didn't swap out. I was worried that they would want to try to catch the move, but they didn't catch the move. They are low now and they're gonna go down now. I don't know what they try to do here. I honestly, like, I actually don't know. Like, good game though, but we can move on to the next opponent. Wheezing. We have 2 answers. But we have also one big weakness. The one big weakness, of course, being the Cacturne. Here, as they sub out, we actually have the fast moves perfectly aligned that we can go straight without losing any turns. And this is kind of important because, again, I would like to align myself here. And so I actually shield up this drill run this time around because I should be able, I think, because of the energy advantage that I have early on, to outspeed them. And as you see as well, they decide to go for the no shield, which means I can shield up again. And yes, I'm shields down with a Cacturne in the back, which is a bit annoying. But this was my best hope to kind of get the most out of my Pokemon. And this is the thing as well, we have still the Weezing in the back. I am a bit worried about Weezing, but luckily at least I have now the Trailblaze up against that Cacturne, against the Lantern, I mean. We knock them out, and now it's only the Weezing in the back here. Weezing is forced to go for an overheat in order to do damage against us here. It's not going to knock me from this range, I think, because we're non-shadow. They go for Brutal Swing. They don't have overheat with that. I highly doubt that they have overheat. So they very likely are running Sludge plus a Brutal Swing, which means that Klefki, actually, on the other hand, is going to be able to completely resist their moveset. And I can utilize it here. I can go for the foul play. I was like, okay, there's no way that's going to knock them out. It's just a chip damage, it's a resisted damage. How the hell does this knock out Weezing here? I have no idea, but we will take this and we win this battle again. Mirror matchup. How do you play this one? Klefki itself is actually not that bad for the team. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to play it ballsy. I'm going to no shield. They go for the bait. I am not going to go for the bait. I go for the flash cannon. And this works out beautifully. Of course, if they would have went for the flash cannon, I would have just lost this matchup there directly. But because my backline is actually not that bad against this Pokemon, I wasn't too worried about. I wasn't too worried about Klefki at all. Like, our team is actually very good against Klefki. And because even our Cacturne resists the fast move as well, so the charge move, and we're going to be able to go for Dynamic Punch, which just one-shots them, basically. So, like, it's not the worst at all. And here, we're going to get... Yeah, we have to kind of use a shield. We need to use a shield no matter which Pokemon we go into. This one applies more fast move pressure, that's why we went into it. And they're going to reveal that they have Greninja in the back. I am keeping my charge move there because I want to boost myself maybe later on, as I was currently debuffed as well. Of course, I would have got the shield from them. But I think it was better to play it like this. What I was worried about is that they can farm me down now. And it might just be the case that the Water Shuriken is enough to knock us out, and this would be devastating for us. So we try our best to reach another move, but we can't actually get there. And we still have the Trailblaze stored. So can we win this battle? It's going to be close. Wait, why do they let the move go? They still had the chance to just shield, catch the move on the Seeking, and win the battle for themselves, but they decided not to do that, and we win the battle immediately. No idea why. Honestly, no idea why. But let's take a look at the next opponent. We're going to take a look here at Hydro Cannon Empoleon. Okay, again, this is going to be... Okay, they're going to go into Morgrem. Morgrem itself is actually quite an interesting Pokemon. I think it's actually not that bad in this meta because it's going to be good against Jellicent. It's going to be good against a lot of the actual Pokemon right now. Actually, Morgrem would be something I want to take a look at. Maybe I'm going to be able to hit the next Orenko with this Pokemon here, but we will be able to go for the Hydro Cannon. Morgrem is a cool thing. I like that. I like Morgrem. Empoleon Morgrem Core would be a cool thing to have. I have Morgrem myself built anyway, like it's a very good Pokemon. And by the way, one of the Pokemon that would really enjoy being XL and Best Buddied. If you haven't seen my Best Buddy video, definitely check it out. Like I made a guide towards Best Buddy Pokemon as well. But here we are going to be in a position where I'm just going to be able to knock them out. I have my Cacturne. The one thing that I kind of maybe need to do is try to catch a move, because that would allow me to keep my Cacturne against this Pokemon. This is my best choice of winning, is trying to win against the Amoonguss with Cacturne. So I'm going to try to maybe just go for one more fast move or something and then swap out. Let's see. One more fast move, swap out, and yeah, I can catch the move, and that's a good game. Like, there's nothing the opponent can do here anymore at this point. Good game there. Yeah, they are very likely know about this now as well. We're going to be able to just farm them down with our Cacturne. And again, Cacturne showcases why this Pokemon is on this team. Funnily enough, the toughest Pokemon I faced, I think most likely is this one, is the Hisuian Samurott. Because it resists both our fast as well as our charge moves here, as well as it does some solid damage against our backline. Fury Cutter, double super effective against our Cacturne, and then Sacred Sword, super effective against Empoleon. So yeah, Hisuian Samurott actually is a bit of a secret weapon in this meta. There are actually a lot of Pokemon that I kind of want to take a look at as well. But the good thing is, this cup is coming back again in like 2 months, I think, at this point. And I do think this is a great cup. I enjoyed this cup quite a bit. I think this cup was not bad at all. And here, I'm forced to use a shield anyway, with no matter which Pokemon I'm going to go into. So I just rather want to have the energy on my Cacturne. And yes, I got a 1 Fury Cutter off there, but it's not doing that much damage. In comes here, okay, 2 Pokemon that Empoleon actually can deal with, but I think I make a bit of a mistake here. Well, let's take a look at this. We're going to be able to go for a Drill Peck, and that's going to get them low, and we're going to still get another Drill Peck, which is going to allow us now to get at least some shields, right? Like, we're going to get the shield here from the opponent. That's perfect. We are going to be able to let this move go, and I'm going to try my best to win this with my Cacturne. And they go for another charge move here, so I'm going to keep my shield for the Cacturne. I underestimate the damage output of the opponent's Tentacruel. Look at the fast move damage chunking away our health, but Trailblaze comes in, boosting our fast moves up, but doing a lot of damage at the same time as well. But can we still win this? It's going to be super close. Yes, we can. Cacturne for the win. It's so funny, isn't it? Like, Cacturne, out of all the Pokemon, being one of the strongest. And this is, by the way, a team that I actually faced twice, I think. This is double mudslap. I didn't think that was a thing here in this meta. Like, sorry, maybe I don't actually have the most toxic team. It's a double mudslap team. I forgot what the other mudslapper was for this meta, but there's another mudslap in the back. I think it was Gastrodon. And I usually survive actually the matchup here with 1 HP, which is kind of funny with my Cacturne. I can go for Dynamic Punch against Wiggles. I can get energy advantage here on the Empoleon. But here's the issue. What do I do against actually the Gastrodon? This is the thing here. Gastrodon is quite difficult for us to deal with. And so I don't have a great choice. I'm going to try to go for 2 Hydocans, and I should swap out straight away now. But I'm not too sure if I'm going to do this. I should swap out straight away. They go for the shield. I don't do this. And this is actually the mistake that I did here. I think if I swapped out straight away, I had a way better chance of having the potential of winning this battle, because I would have had a bit more health on my Empoleon, which then could help me out against that Wigglytuff and the charm damage. Because look at this, we got them low to the point where any charge move would knock them out. The issue is if they go into the Wigglytuff now afterwards, they are going to be in a position where yeah, we are kind of forced to swap out, but here we see they're going to farm us out down. If I had a bit more health, I maybe would have been able to put them into range where I could either knock them out with a Klefki or just farm down straight away, and I would have won the battle. So if I just didn't stay in for that 1 mudslap, I would have won this battle there. Unfortunate circumstances, that's all. But we're going to have here now, against us, the opponent's Lapras. Okay, I misplayed this matchup quite a bit. I give the Lapras here a little bit of energy advantage, which is fine, because Empoleon resists every single hit that the Lapras could have. Like, literally, there's no singular damage output that they can have that is going to be not resisted. Like, they have normal type damage, they have dragon type damage, they have water type damage, they have ice type damage, everything resisted by Empoleon. And here we have a bit of a lag. I had generally a lot of lag playing, like yesterday, reconnection the entire time. We knocked them out, which is kind of great, and I sub onto the Cacturne. This is a mistake, because I forgot what they had in the lead. Like, I just completely forgot what they had in the lead. I just knew that my lead was great against what they had in the lead, and I knew that my lead was great against the Jellicent. I forgot what they had. I didn't think that they had the Abamas now here. But what we can do is we can go for a charge move here with our Klefki. If they let the move go, the game is over immediately. The game is over immediately. Good game. Klefki is just too good against the Jellicent. And, like, Klefki is kind of the key here for this team. Like, pun intended. Foul play is quite nice. It's something that just Mauer can replicate in some degrees, but Klefki is definitely the best Pokemon for the job that you want to have here. As we will see as well, we are going to be able to go ahead and go for the... Oh, Klefki against us. We gotta swap out straight away here into our Empoleon. This is going to be alright, as we're gonna see here now as well. There is going to be a Hydro Cannon coming through. This is going to allow us to get some damage on against them. And now we are going to be in a position where we can just go ahead and let the foul play go through. Hope that our Cacturne wins us its battle. Cacturne has energy advantage. Cacturne is going to be great. Cacturne is going to go up against the Victory Bell. Cacturne is going to go down. Cacturne has no players against the Victory Bell. Like, it's just sadly on how it is. Cacturne just doesn't really have any potential there. As you're going to see here, Trailblaze coming through. This is going to allow us to get them kind of... like get the shield from the opponent in the first place. Now they're going to be able to knock us out. Nothing I can do there. If I used my shields earlier, maybe I had a bit of a chance there, but a Victory Bell in the back was just a bit tough. I made a video about Victory Bell, by the way, as well. Check it out if you haven't already. Okay, that's bad. Like, that's just bad. Quagsire, like, I have nothing that I can really do here. Mudslap is coming through. Mud Bomb, I mean, Mud Bomb actually is going to be even worse for me because they're going to do super effective damage against both of our lead as well as our saves up there. And now I am in a bit of a tough spot, and you know what's even funnier? It gets even worse. They get to 2 Awkward Tails here. I have no idea on why the pacing of this Pokemon is absolutely broken now, but apparently Quagsire is now the Pokemon that is the strongest. But in comes here now the Klefki, and I'm going to try my best to somehow... Okay, what? Why? What? Okay, Klefki, you're nearly dead. Do we still have a chance here in the back? No. Okay, good game. That's gonna be the first video. Still a fun team. Of course, a few weaknesses as well, but fun toxic team to run, fast battles. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.